Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we are zooming way in to explore the microscopic world of viruses. We're going to look at how these tiny entities hijack our cells, exactly how our bodies fight back, and ultimately we'll uncover a massive biological twist about human evolution that honestly might just change the way you look at life itself. So get ready, because the story of viruses is a whole lot more fascinating than just getting a winter cold. Okay, first, let's just try to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this. Right now, literally inside your body, there are more viruses than there are stars in the observable universe. I know, it sounds totally made up, but it's absolutely true. They are, without a doubt, the most abundant biological entities on Earth. But here's kind of a weird paradox. Despite dominating our planet in sheer numbers, they are so profoundly strange that scientists actively debate if they're even alive at all. Well, think of it this way. At its very core, a virus is basically just a rogue set of genetic instructions wrapped up in a little protein coat. That's it. It has no metabolism and it can't reproduce on its own. Outside of a host, it's completely inert. It exists in this bizarre twilight state, kind of like suspended animation, just waiting for the absolute perfect moment to strike. So that begs the question, right? How does something that isn't even fully alive manage to cause so much chaos for us? Well, let's look at how infection actually works, which is essentially a microscopic hijacking. The break-in itself is almost cinematic. The protein spikes on the outside of the virus act like a highly specialized lockpick, searching and searching for a perfectly matching receptor on your cell's surface. Once it finds that match, like, say, a respiratory virus finding a cell in your airway, it breaches the walls. And the second it gets inside, it immediately hijacks your cell's molecular machinery, quite literally forcing your own healthy cell to become a mindless virus factory. And the scale of this hostile takeover is just staggering. A single infected cell doesn't just make a couple of copies. No, it churns out tens of thousands of them. Those thousands burst out to infect thousands more, and in a matter of hours, you've got an invisible exponential war raging right inside of you. But hey, your body is absolutely not just a passive victim here. We launch a massive counteroffensive. The very moment those first cells burst, biological tripwires are triggered all over the place. And the battlefield gets incredibly complex really fast. Meet your immune defense cast. First up, compromised cells release interferons. These are molecular alarm sirens screaming that an invasion is happening. Then, first responders called natural killer cells arrive to basically scorch the earth, destroying infected cells, while macrophages act as a cleanup crew to sweep up the mess. But if the virus breaks through that front line, your adaptive immune system deploys the heavy artillery. B cells forge precisely targeted antibodies, and T cells ruthlessly hunt down any remaining invaders. The catch, though? This heavy-duty response actually takes days to fully mobilize, which gives the virus a really dangerous head start. Now, here is a biological twist that surprises a lot of people. When you feel awful, the fever, the swelling, the body aches, that isn't actually the virus directly hurting you. What you are feeling is your own immune system's emergency response. It's friendly fire. Your body is purposely raising its temperature and triggering all that inflammation just to create an utterly hostile environment for those invaders. So, because that heavy-duty immune response takes those vulnerable days to build up, science found a brilliant workaround. Let's look at the scientific hack of how vaccines actually protect us. It all comes down to exploiting your immune system's ultimate superpower, which is its memory. By introducing a harmless piece of a virus, a vaccine essentially runs a fire drill. It trains your memory B and T cells well in advance. So if the actual virus ever does show up, your body doesn't need days to figure it out. It launches a massive, targeted counterattack in mere hours. And modern mRNA technology takes this elegance a whole step further. Instead of introducing a piece of the virus, it securely delivers a temporary genetic blueprint straight to your cells. It's basically handing your cells an instruction manual to print a harmless protein. This triggers the alarm and trains your defenses, all without a single piece of actual viral material ever entering your body. It is just an absolute masterpiece of biological engineering. But to truly understand viruses, we have to look way beyond our own lifetimes. If we zoom out millions of years, we arrive at the grand twist of what viruses tell us about life. Prepare to have your mind blown for a second. When we sequence the human genome, we find that roughly 8% of our DNA is not strictly human. No way, right? But it's true.
It actually consists of sequences directly derived from ancient viral infections. Over millions of years, retroviruses infected our ancestors, and their genetic code became permanently woven right into ours.
And if you're wondering just how vital this ancient connection is, look no further than the placenta. That's the essential organ that allows mammals to nourish their unborn young. The biological formation of the placenta relies entirely on specific proteins that originated from those ancient viral genes. Without an ancient viral infection millions of years ago, the mammalian reproductive system and humans as we know them might not even exist at all. This completely reframes our place in the natural world. Viruses aren't just relentless invaders. They are fundamental drivers of life on Earth. By constantly challenging our biology, they forced us to adapt, to evolve. They are quite literally woven into the fabric of who we are. So the next time you feel a scratchy throat coming on and you realize a microscopic war is beginning inside of you, take a second to marvel at the sheer robustness of life and ask yourself this: are viruses simply our greatest enemy, or are they, in a very real evolutionary sense, the reason we even exist? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you on the next one.